They can see my leg. My leg's out. My leg is out. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm going to try and cover it up so you can't see all that. No one needs to see that.
All right.
All right.
And good news, Noel did say he was going to join us.
Yes,
It's
so...
just going to be through Discord. Well, I'm setting up right now. How is everyone today?
Right? So yeah, Noel will be here. It's very exciting. We weren't sure if he was going to make it, but we did get confirmation today. He is going to go through Goblet of Fire with us. So that's great. We didn't do this on the last ones, but I'm just going to throw it out here that, like, for every one of the books, the actual book itself is a different color. So this one is blue, which I think kind of fits the theme of water being a very heavy theme in this book. Which is very funny because it's called the Goblet of Fire, but one of the heaviest themes is actually water. So, pretty cool. Don't worry, Anna. This is the last Harry Potter book, but we will be doing more illustrated editions of other books going forward. So.
It's true. And also, hello, Braxton. How you been?
Oh, man. Yeah, Braxton. What's up, man? Haven't seen you in a hot minute.
On the note about books we're going to be doing next, we found out that there's an illustrated copy of the Silmarillion that's going to be released. Is it next week or the week after?
I think it's next week.
Okay, so next week. We'll be going through that.
Or at the end of this week or something. I think it's like the 5th or the 6th, something like that. So either way, it's coming out soon. And the illustrated edition of the Silmarillion will be our next, like, flip through.
And there's also a new Tolkien book that's coming out, so it's just a great time to be doing flip throughs. There's so many new illustrated books that are coming out.
I know, I like it. He says he's usually at work during our streams. Just got lucky today.
Oh!
Yay!
Well, if there was ever a day to get lucky, Goblet of Fire. It's one of the better ones.
Right?
Alright,
I'm kind
so
of surprised
I think
Katie didn't make it.
maybe she'll stop it.
Maybe she'll pop it.
Oh, all the young dudes, how are you liking it?
Yeah. How do you like it, and how far are you? That's the question. Because I liked it for a while, too.
So I think Noel's away from his computer right now, so we could probably get started, and I'll just keep an eye on the Discord, and he can hop in here whenever.
Whenever he gets a chance?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Alright. So, let's just start with the cover, shall we?
Right, there's a lot going on. Maybe take the dust jacket off so we can see the whole thing.
Yeah, we can do that. I guess we should have done that for the other ones, but...
We kind of did it for, not Prisoner of Azkaban, Chamber of Secrets.
So, this is the front cover. And back cover. This is the entire illustration. And
Norwegian Ridgeback. Or no, that's not the Norwegian Ridgeback.
No.
I can't remember which one it was.
Hungarian
Horntail. Next guess.
Oh, okay. So how are you feeling about the story so far? I gotta know. So this is like arguably one of the biggest moments in the book. Like he faces off on against a full-grown dragon, a nesting mother. Like this is just such a huge moment.
This is something not even the Targaryens would dare attempt.
I mean, They must have, because they took the eggs and put them in the crib, so they must have taken the eggs from the dragons.
Yeah, but they're like tame dragons.
Yeah, that's true. Anna, another key question. How do you feel about the werewolf stuff? So, this actually features one of Katie's favorite illustrations of Snape. So I feel like we have to point that out. I'm pretty sure it's this illustration, right? The cover. So, but I'll get to that in a second. So, first and foremost, you have these two banners right here. You have the Beauxbaton banner, and then you have the Durmstrang banner there, and then you have like the little house things throughout.
You got the little golden egg. That is a small egg for such a big dragon.
Well, maybe they don't lay very big eggs. I don't know.
Well, it's not a real egg either, but I'm just surprised that it considered it one of its eggs.
Well, I mean, have you seen a baby crocodile?
Yeah.
And then an adult crocodile? Maybe it's like the same concept. Maybe baby dragons are just really tiny. So, this is one of Katie's favorite illustrations of Snape, right up here in the corner, sitting with Dumbledore.
You might want to pick that up, or we're gonna have to like zoom in on the video afterwards.
All right, let me see if you can.
There you go.
There's
Dumbledore, Snape. And Snape just has the most smug look on his face.
Snape is just like having the time of his life. Just loving watching Harry have a bad time. Hoping to God that it all goes badly. I feel like Snape proper enjoyed this until he didn't.
Right.
I'm sure. But yeah, that's the cover. It's just action-packed. Not quite what I pictured the Horntail to look at. Or look like.
What'd you picture it to look like? Like, how would it be different? Because that's kind of what I pictured it to look like. I pictured it paler.
Not as snake-like, I don't think.
Oh, not a Caraxes?
Not a long, cute sausage boy. No one as cute as Caraxes with his little squeakies.
More to his personality than him being a werewolf. They're focusing more on that than the war, and it's confusing at times. Yeah,
yep,
I agree.
Yep. The whole... I mean, all the young dudes is a story about, like, being gay and identity, and the werewolf thing is, like, an allegory for all that. But we don't have to go on an all the young dudes tangent. We're here to talk about Goblet of Fire, but...
Just trying to keep you on track, that's all.
But I do appreciate that Braxton is, like, picking up on that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, those inconsistencies or tangents or whatever they are.
It does... The story ends well. It's worth finishing. Because it goes through, like, a lull. There's a pretty decent span of the story where it kind of drops off.
Lull is a nice way to put it.
But the ending kind of makes up for it. It's worth powering through.
Yeah, fair enough. So our inside first page, I guess, is this really, really cool illustration of the giant squid.
You think that was what Durmstrang's first view was when they entered the lake?
Like the squid.
Before the ship came up, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Why not? I mean, once the ship gets into the lake, I'm sure the squid is like, yo, what is this? I gotta see.
Is this food?
I just love it. It's very classic. It's almost Greek in a way. Very cool.
Yeah, it is. This is one place where, like, Neil Packer would have shown.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just love that it's the giant squid. Again, referring to the whole, like, water is a huge theme in this novel. Goblet of Fire.
The tent.
The tent.
Not how I pictured the tent.
Not how
Not at all.
No, not how I pictured the tent either.
This looks like how I picture the witch's house in Hansel and Gretel. Just has that like candy look to it.
What I pictured the tent very much just looking like a normal camping tent.
That's what I did, like a big tent,
Right.
But just a tent.
Right, Raxton, that's what I'm saying. I thought it looked like a muggle tent from the outside.
Yeah.
I mean, unless this isn't the Weasley's tent, maybe this is a different tent.
This must be the Malfoys.
I don't think the Malfoys stayed in a tent. I'm just saying.
Well, no, they were out making people fly.
All right. Oh, and look we've got a vendor here selling
Dobbies.
dobbies, I guess.
Dobbies and Winkies.
And golden snitches.
You gotta have the leprechaun hats.
Yeah, you gotta. Dragon kites, very cool. Broomsticks. This dude has everything.
Those are the little toy broomsticks.
Yep.
Like Harry had as a baby.
Yep.
That only went like a foot off the ground.
Oh, look, there's a hippogriff in the corner. A little Easter egg for you for later.
Little buckbeak kite.
A little buckbeak kite. Anna's just like, I think he just likes to draw Dobby.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think so too.
I mean, who doesn't love Dobby though?
Right? And then another one.
Oh, that's Bailey. That's an albino Bailey.
I knew you were gonna say something about that.
That looks exactly like him though.
I mean, yeah, it does. It looks a lot like Bailey. More tents. There's the arena in the background.
Oh,
and
wait.
I think we have some.
What does this say? For Kate. Miss you. Oh, was that like his dog?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just saw that little
Dedication?
thing, yeah, for Kate. And then the dog there that's just kind of on the pedestal. Bit out of place, like doesn't really have anything to do with this scenario. So I'm wondering if his dog passed away.
I mean, it could be. I don't know. Some patterning and canvas. Our chapter section. Lots of chapters in this one. Lots and lots. And darkness. Immediately.
The Riddle House. Nothing but darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is supposed to be night.
It is nighttime. It's very creepy.
So I
The
mean,
house is overgrown, so you have all this plant work and stuff.
that face right there. I love how Jim Kay, when he draws something creepy, they always have like the big googly bug eyes that give it that sense of both creepiness, but also there's some humor in that, just because it's so over the top creepy.
I mean, for sure. The bug eyes is definitely like crazy eyes kind of a thing. And here we have the Riddle House. This is his interpretation of the Riddle House.
Which is pretty accurate to how I pictured it.
I mean, it's just pretty dark and foreboding. I love that the sky has got like this green color to it. Very Slytherin. Definitely looks creepy. Definitely can understand why the villagers are like, yeah, no, I'm good at this. I'm not into it. I don't want to go there. You always know when there's black pages, things are creepy.
I'm just saying, like, if I had to choose my perfect house, that's kind of how I would have the outside of my house. No one would come bother me.
Shows up. Fair enough. And then we have this silhouette of Frank walking up to the Riddle House. It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, that's real. You can kind of see it.
You can kind of see it.
Video.
If you have it in person.
This is his head right here and his shoulders.
You can't see like the cane and stuff because I think there's glare here, but this is definitely Frank walking up to the Riddle House to see what's happening. And then we get Frank being freaked the F out, man. Things are happening. Oh.
Because they're like, why does that dude keep licking his lips?
Really? you bringing that into this?
No, I'm gonna bring up the fact that there's two glowing yellow eyes right here that you really can't see. You can kind of, it's like a speck on the video.
Well, if you look,
Oh, there we go. Now you can see it.
because then you can see,
The banisters.
well, the banisters, but there's the eyes, and then this is the snake right here. There's Nagini's body, because there's some scale highlights right there. You can see her like slithering,
Sneaking up.
sneaking to eat him.
Well, no, she just slithers past at this point. Tells Voldemort that there's a man out there.
You know, she ate him after.
Oh, I know she ate him after. I'm just saying, not at this point.
Very cool though, because it's so subtle. Because you can see like it's super dark. This is how Frank probably would have seen it. It would have been super dark, and then just gotcha.
Nagini doesn't get him now, though.
I know.
It's just saying, like.
I know, but it's super creepy.
Now here's creepy.
Okay.
Having the snake dream.
And this is the point at the end of the chapter where Harry wakes up after having dreamed all of this. And so you have all this snake stuff going on over here.
Now this is Nagini wrapping around him and eating him.
And I think it's interesting that he chose to put the scar on the side of his head like they did with the movies.
He probably went that route just because from an artistic perspective it looks better than to have Harry's whole face here.
Right.
So he could still have that glowing scar.
But I mean, in previous illustrations, it's always been on that side too. Like they've done it.
Oh.
Like he's done it that way since the beginning. He followed the movies with the scar being like on the side of his head versus right down the middle.
Oh, okay.
But I do agree from an artistic standpoint here, it makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very cool because if you've read the books that like him and Voldemort have this mind connection. It's almost like his scar is glowing with the connection being amplified because of
it's radiating with like the magic,
right?
I guess.
Right.
The evil,
right. And then we get chapter 2, the scar. There we go.
I like the little like purple border there. Owls.
Me too.
The owls are all different too. Like
they are all different.
That one on the bottom left definitely looks like Hedwig.
Mm-hmm. And then you've got like a barn owl up there.
I'm gonna say
great horned owl in this corner.
I think that's supposed to be pig, or maybe the bottom right is pig.
Maybe. Either way, none of them look like Errol.
No. Well, Errol's retired now. He's living his best life.
Errol's retired now. Yes. What a great moment. A lovely tropical bird.
That is not what I pictured for like tropical bird delivering. At all. Like I pictured more of a parrot or a toucan or something, not like a crane.
I knew you would think like toucan, parrot, something very brightly colored.
Yeah. When I think of tropical birds, they're all very brightly colored.
Not like a stork or a crane. Yeah.
It's drawn like branching lightning. That's cool.
I think Jim Kay was maybe going for tropical bird in the sense of like something that's really far removed from like what an owl is like, because like parrots and toucans, they're pretty much the same as an owl, right? They've got like the shorter legs. No, as far as like body plan goes.
You're a zoologist. How can you say this sort of thing?
No, I mean as like body plan goes. Like you have the body and then you have the little legs.
Yeah, kind of.
Whereas this is like, and the size of them, like, I know they come in all different sizes, but for the most part, they all come within like the same kinds of sizes.
I guess.
But something like this is just like way bigger.
I mean, if you're gonna go that far, just go all out. Make it a flamingo. Bright pink bird.
Sirius is hiding in Florida.
Flamingos aren't native to Florida.
I know, but, like, it's like a Florida thing. Flamingos.
Maybe he is. Who's going to suspect he's there?
I know Floridas are not native to Florida.
Floridas are not native to Florida.
I said I know flamingos aren't native
You said
to
Floridas.
Did I say?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Either way, I know.
Either way, the point is, this is great. Sirius has sent him a note. I can't talk today, apparently. Yeah. I can't speak.
Yeah, Anna agrees with me. Definitely go more colorful in my mind with a bird.
I mean, I kind of like the idea of toucan. Just because I like toucans. Personally. I found out that they loaf today. Like cats. Oh. But yeah. Anyway. Oh, here we go. The invitation. Dun dun dun.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. It's like... Reminds me of that one Stephen King movie where the guy's like really fat and then he like eats the pie and he just continues to like lose weight and wither away. Yeah. That's kind of how he reminds me. Oh my god. That's just so great. The baby killer whale Dudley.
Yep. And it's very like Oliver Twist. He's kind of like looking like, please sir, can I have some more? You know what's also really funny?
5 bowls is just not enough.
Right? What's also really funny is that Vernon is reading like the normal newspaper, but on there it says The Chosen One.
Oh.
I just think that's funny.
What does it say over here? Looks like beans.
Beans. Something bean. Front page article about toe beans. Because they're that important. Yeah, man. Dudley. Dear Jesus, Dudley. Oh my god.
That is just fantastic. I love that so much.
And then we have the letter that Mrs. Weasley sends. And I feel like we could look at this for a hot minute and probably pick out all the things that there are to see.
Is that a Ford Anglia?
That is a Ford Anglia. There's a lion.
That looks like a blonde Ron.
Kind of does, yeah. You have all these queen stamps. There's a Stegosaurus. The Hogwarts Express. Hedwig. A mandrake. A dragon. A ship. And another ship. Like, a spaceman.
Just like dancing on the moon.
Yeah.
That's great.
Like lots of stuff. Very cool. Love this. Dinosaur is my favorite.
This is so out of place.
I know, the dinosaur really does not fit anywhere else.
No.
But it's great. Cover the whole thing in stamps. Chapter 4.
Back to the burrow.
To the burrow. Love that there's a candy there. Oh, jeez. There goes the fireplace.
I was about to ask what that was. It looked like an oven or like a jukebox.
Don't they have like an electric fireplace or something?
Yeah, it's an insert.
Yeah.
So they like covered it up.
Yeah.
Because the regular fireplace was too ugly.
It's not normal.
Petunia didn't want it.
Not normal. So there it goes. It's just kicked out. And then we get Arthur.
Mr. Weasley.
Crashing through the fireplace. It's so good.
Mr. Weasley looks so great. I love it.
It's like what he's supposed to look like in the books.
Yeah.
Does not remotely look like what he's supposed to in the movies. Not even close. Doesn't even have glasses. But this is lovely.
It really is. I love his whole outfit. He kind of looks like a clown.
Yeah. He's just great. Arthur looks great.
You can tell where Fred and George get it from.
I love that all the debris and everything are just like paint splotches and things. like all the dust and the smoke. It's just paint splotches and just swashes of paint to create the whole. I just blew a fireplace apart.
Jim K is so artistic, he doesn't need to make art. He just throws paint at a canvas and it works.
Right?
And
And there we are.
he kind of looks like a Who from Whoville.
A little bit.
Right? Like how the mouth is and stuff?
Mm-hmm. He's just like, oh, I'm sorry.
He looks like Susie Lou Who's dad.
Cindy Lou.
Cindy Lou Who's dad.
Yeah. But to be fair, I think Cindy Lou Who's dad looked more like what Arthur is supposed to look like than he does in the movies.
Oh yeah, I'm saying this drawing looks just like it.
It's pretty similar, yeah. He's got like chunks of stuff on the top of his head. His glasses are askew. Like, I feel like in this chapter, it's the one time where I'm like, the Dursleys are justifiably upset by this.
Yeah, I would be a little. I mean, that's breaking and entering.
You're breaking and entering, and you've just destroyed, like, my wall. Like, I feel like they are justifiably angry.
And who knows how much that insert cost? I mean, they're not cheap.
Right. Well, Vernon makes good money. Come on.
That's right.
Petunia doesn't even have to
Drill
work.
business is booming.
Right? And we just have candy wrappers. Just candy wrappers. Leave the rest to the imagination.
No, one is empty.
Yeah, one is empty. Someone ate one.
Oh, he didn't want to eat the one with the spider on it?
I mean, maybe Dudley doesn't like spiders.
It's pretty great. I love how it's just one's empty.
Yeah, just one's empty. And, like, the whole tongue thing, like, Jim K leaves up to your imagination.
I would have loved to see an illustration of that.
Oh,
after
yeah,
we saw
me too.
what Dudley looks like. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's true. To see the actual, like, giant 4-foot-long purple tongue, just like...
Yeah.
But that's the other thing, why the Dursleys are, like, justifiably upset. Like, their son almost chokes on his own tongue. Like, every experience they have with magic is pretty horrifying and traumatic.
It has.
Part of it is their fault.
100% of it is their fault.
They are very prejudiced.
This is the one time
where it's just like, you could have done this better, and instead you've traumatized them even worse. But yes. And here we are in Ron's room.
Ron has a pretty cool room.
Ron has a great
I can't wait to see what Luna's room looks like, but for right now, Ron's room is the best.
And I just have to point out that in this image, if you have the book, on the spine of this book right here is the signature for J.R.R. Tolkien.
Oh, he's a fan. Lord of the Rings, huh?
I think so.
I wonder how he feels about the magic and Gandalf.
That's his little, like, symbol, signature, or whatever that you get on all the books you buy and stuff. That's Tolkien's thing right there.
Yeah, it's like really thin and small, so I don't think you're going to see it in the video.
Yeah, you're not going to see it here. You have to kind of, you have to look at it in the book itself. But also, there's a very, very famous book called A Wrinkle in Time, right? This book right here is called A Snitch in Time.
Oh.
Ooh, being funny over here.
Hey, Maddie. Hey, Tom. And oh, no worries, Tom. Hope everything was okay last night.
I also am pretty sure that that's also a Ford Anglia.
That is 100% the Ford Anglia right there.
Quite the stitching on that sweater too by Mrs. Weasley. Pretty impressive. But I just
Bless you.
Sorry. I love this illustration. It's great. Everything's orange and blue and great, and it's a really good image of Ron too. Like, that looks like what I pictured Ron like in the books.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Ooh, there's Crookshanks.
There's Crookshanks.
Looking for a drink.
Just like some other orange that we know in the morning.
What is this? Some weird clock sundial?
I was gonna say it's got to be a sundial. I think that's a
Really
gnome
like that
right there.
Yeah, that looks like a little demon.
Love it. Love all the garden.
Got Mrs. Weasley just in the window, doing her thing.
Yep, doing cooking things. Very picturesque, very homey, very quaint looking. Very nice.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I would just want to sit on for a little bit and like look through. Ooh, no,
and
this
then
one.
We have the inside version of that.
Yeah, let's go on the inside. There's Mrs. Weasley looking out the window.
Drawings from the kids.
Oh my god, what's this little toy? That looks so weird.
Oh, there he is!
Oh, Errol. Once again, just looking tired.
So tired. So tired.
He's retired. He wakes up when he wants to.
There's baby birds in a nest crying right there.
Oh, is Errol a father? Is that what he's doing in his retirement? He have some babies?
I don't think so.
Maybe that's because he's kind of looking over like, Jesus, shut up.
Yeah, but I don't.
Like, it's morning time. Any parent knows that look. That's the, I want to sleep in, but my child just woke up at 5 a.m.
Yep. That is exactly what that is. And you have, like, all of this, like, Mrs. Weasley is doing all of this by magic. She's grating carrots, she's chopping up a pepper. This thing, right, this tiger thing is pouring orange juice. She's making potatoes. Like, I feel like the level of magical skill that it takes to do all of this is underestimated.
Well, she beat Bellatrix, so...
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're always talking about... Like, every time Harry goes in the kitchen, he's always talking about... Mrs. Weasley had, like, 12 things going on in the kitchen at the same time. The dishes were washing themselves. The carrots were chopping themselves. Like, everything's happening all at once. And I feel like it's just so, like, throwaway. But then when you think about the level of magic that it must take to do all these things simultaneously is probably pretty impressive. Narcissa Malfoy doesn't do that shit. Well, maybe
I doubt she really cooks too much and does housework.
I mean, maybe she does now that they've lost Dobby, and maybe that's why the Malfoys are so miserable, because they don't have good food anymore. Because she's like,
She had to learn how to cook.
Yeah.
Well, she would have her own house elf, right?
Oh, look, there's Mama Bird.
Oh, okay.
That's why Errol is just like, ugh. Really?
Control your children. The little owl was Pig, and the cat was Crookshanks. Well, yeah, the cat there is Crookshanks.
The cat is Crookshanks. I don't see a little owl. Do you see an owl?
No.
I don't see an owl either.
I mean, I'm sure we're going to see Pig at some point.
Alright, and then we have the next... I love the theme running through this with the borders. The Portkey.
Oh, no worries. Thank you for dropping in. And we're glad you like these flip-throughs.
Yes, awesome.
We love doing them.
And then here we have everyone getting up super early to catch the Portkey, to go to the cup. Very Ukrainian colors in here.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is, isn't it? And here we go. Getting ready. Very misty, early morning. Setting the mood. Oh. There's Cedric talking to Hermione.
Look at her.
Hermione's like,
oh.
"Ooh, you're handsome." Unlike Ron.
Jerk.
Loser.
Now Hermione's looking a little bit more like how I pictured her.
Yeah. The hair is perfect. Like, the hair is perfect. And that's honestly kind of like, this is kind of what I pictured Cedric to look like when they described him in the books. Like,
I don't really know what I pictured Cedric to look like, to be honest. I don't know. I don't think I ever really had a solidified image of Cedric in my mind.
well, did you already know that Robert Pattinson played him?
No.
Okay. That's like pretty much what I pictured, just like a dark-haired.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I didn't really care too much. I just kind of pictured him as like a generic dude. That's all.
So now we go to the next chapter. Bagman and Crouch. Bagman and Crouch. You're hoping to see Bagman, aren't you?
A little bit.
A little bit.
See him before he turns into dragon poo.
Why don't you take this one away real quick, because I have to use the loo.
Alright.
I knew this was going to happen, too.
What? Having to go to the bathroom?
Yep, I just knew it.
Well, that does happen every now and then. Ooh, I love the colors in this one. Oh, there we go. We have a little owl up there. I'm trying to see if anyone's wearing a nightgown. I want to find him. They got to include him.
Archie?
Yeah, Archie. There we go. I don't see him, though. But yeah, this is really not how I pictured the tents. Like, I pictured them as just normal tents. And then the inside was just, like, it was blown up. Not like these extravagant, beautiful tents like this. Like, how is this incognito?
Well, that was part of, like, the whole thing. They were, like, the ministry people are talking about how, like, they're not abiding by the rules, and they're just, like, flagrantly showing off. Like, everyone is. Like, they're not, like, listening. And so I think that's...
For
like,
a second, I thought this was SpongeBob's house. Kind of looks like a pineapple.
It kind of does. Oh, it definitely looks like a pineapple. I love this, like, pagoda-looking one here. Like...
Right?
Maybe that is Archie right there. I mean, he's wearing a nightgown.
Yeah. You know, yeah, he kind of is. I didn't really notice that, but yeah.
But yeah, I love... And then you got, like, classic circus tent over there. That's got a dragon head on it, like...
And it looks like it's glowing with, like, fire and smoke billowing out.
Right? That's got a swordfish weather vane. Like...
I don't know why. This tent kind of reminds me of something you'd see in Dr. Seuss again.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Very cool, though. Lots of fun.
And another broomstick with the kids riding around on it.
Yep. That's what I mean. They get together and they're like, we'll follow the rules. No, we're not. No, we're not.
The rules are more of guidelines.
Tom asked us if we're librarians.
Oh, no. No, we are not.
And then here's this gem.
Crumb. Crumb is exactly how I pictured him, though.
This is what Crumb, like, is supposed to look like in my head.
Yeah.
That's why I was so massively disappointed in the movie when I saw who they cast to play Crumb.
Is that
I was
pixie?
Like,
just
yep.
Sticking his tongue out at everyone?
Yep, it is.
I wasn't, like, super disappointed with who they chose to play Crumb. Like, I thought he was alright, but it wasn't exactly how I pictured him.
Well, I was disappointed just because it's, like, literally that looks nothing like Crumb. He's, like, this big, muscle-bound dude, and the whole point is that Crumb is supposed to be, like, tiny and kind of awkward-looking. Because Seekers are supposed to be, like, small and skinny and light.
Yeah.
And, like, he looks like he should be a beater or something. He doesn't look like what he's supposed to look like. Like there's this whole description where Harry's watching him fly, and he's so graceful and crazy awesome on a broomstick, and then he like gets off the broom and he's like duck-footed and awkward and slump-shouldered, like as if being on the ground is like second nature.
Yeah.
Like not second
Not
nature.
second nature.
Not second nature.
He's more comfortable on the broom than
walking around. Yeah. And then he's got like this kind of dark brooding look on him.
Well, he's got that. Looks like
Yeah.
he belongs in My Chemical Romance right now.
That owl does too.
Yeah.
Owl.
Owl looks angry.
Yes.
He looks really worried about something.
Love her. Love her patterning on her like headdress thing and the seashells and stuff. I just love all the like this is like a world
The diversity.
Yeah. To really show like this is a huge wizards from everywhere thing. And there you go.
Is that Bagman?
That's Bagman.
Oh man, not exactly how I pictured it, but yeah, that's close enough.
And Crouch.
Does he have a Hitler mustache? Kind of.
Well, doesn't it
Makes
say
sense.
He's got like a toothbrush mustache?
I don't remember. I just kind of pictured him with a mustache.
Maddie mentioned a big screen. I logged on my TV. Those pictures are awesome. I love how they're on opposite pages. Like you really get the contrast. I love that he's put him in his like old uniform because that's what he's wearing. He's like wearing his old Quidditch robes, but he's gotten chubby so they don't quite fit. He's got like a jolly face and everything else. Then you have Crouch, who's just like looks like the biggest fun sucker alive.
Right. You really have to wear such bright colors.
Right. We're supposed to try to fit in. Like that's Crouch to a T. And that's pretty much what I pictured for Bagman too. But we never got a movie thing to like cloud our mental picture of Bagman. They're pretty much exactly what I think of anyway. The Quidditch World Cup. Here we go. What are we gonna see? Oh, look at that. Everyone's so excited and watching. Very cool. Everyone's here.
Do we have anyone of note up in the stands?
Bagman.
That's Bag? Yeah, that.
Hermione.
I wasn't sure if that was Bagman. Oh, there they are. Yeah,
Look.
Hermione, Harry, Ron.
The teeth. Fred and George. Arthur. And then you have Cornelius Fudge up there talking to the Bulgarian guy who pretends not to speak English the whole time.
Oh, is this Cho right here? No, Cho wasn't there, was she?
And then you have Lucius
and Draco.
And Narcissa.
Smugness and... Oh, it's Winky.
There, maybe that's... Yeah, is that Winky right there? Who's that?
I don't know, but he is getting... Squashed by Bagman's stomach right now.
Oh, and you can see Bagman has the wand to his throat while he's commentating. This is great. I love this one.
Right? Everyone is just... The expressions are perfect.
Yeah, they're so good. Oh, you know what? That's gotta be Charlie and Bill. I bet that's Charlie and Bill.
Oh, yeah.
Because they go. That's gotta be Charlie because of the, like, you got the little, like, dragon thing. And then that's Bill because he's got the ponytail and the, like, cool bracelets and stuff. Because Harry's like, there was just one word for it. Bill looked cool.
That's pretty much how I pictured him, though.
I mean, that's literally what I thought. Like, Bill as he's described in the books, in my head, he looks like a rock star.
Yeah.
Like, that's what Bill looks like. Yeah, I think that's Winky
there,
right
yeah.
there. I think Winky's right there.
It's a house elf of some kind, and I can only assume that it's Winky, since Winky's the only house elf I think we hear about being there.
She's the only one that's there.
And also, she's, like, keeping an eye on Bagman.
Well, and she also looks very nervous.
Yeah.
And very concerned. The referee.
Oh, so this is where he really starts, like, doing some different style brooms for everyone.
Yeah. I love that his broom is blue.
That's what I mean.
Like, that's cool.
I know we saw in Order of the Phoenix where everyone had these, like, crazy brooms, like,
all different.
Moody's was, like, thorny and just looked like the most uncomfortable thing that you want to put between your legs.
Right.
And, everyone's was just, like, style. It was very
Different.
ornate.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Which I loved about that.
I never thought of, but it makes sense. Like, you know, why
would they all
wouldn't you
be the
want
same?
to have some artistic brooms? Like, I'm sure the Malfoy's brooms must look spectacular.
Right? All sleek and elegant and stuff. And there you have.
Is that...
Very cool.
I really can't remember anyone else who was on the team other than Crumb, so this is just a cool action scene for me.
I just remember Troy,
Hey,
Mullet,
look.
Moran.
Little good luck Teddy
Right? He's got a
tied
good
to
luck
his
charm.
broom.
And you can see right there it says Firebolt on there. So, like, the Irish team are all flying firebolts.
Only the best.
Only the best, yep. Just very cool. And then these guys have, like, who knows what kind of brooms, because who knows what they make in Bulgaria. And they're all the same, which makes sense for a Quidditch game. You would all have the same broomstick regulation, so no one has, like, an edge or anything.
Each team is gonna have their own, like, style broom.
Right. Well, then, because they're all from different places, so they're all going to have their brooms or whatever. But I love the swashes of, like, color. Like, this is the crowd, and they're, like, going so fast that it's all just a blur. Awesome.
I can't really tell. It looks like this guy just got punched in the face with that broom or something.
I feel like he did. Or
he's about to take a nap.
Or it just missed him by,
Yeah.
like, an inch. But super cool. Really awesome. Look, you can tell it's going to be sinister because there's skulls.
Everywhere. Oh, and because that
happening
also
immediately.
It looks like witch burning over here.
Very much, yeah. It's very much got that persecution witch trial thing.
Which is very appropriate.
Well, that was horrifying. Love the fire, though. Love the texture and everything. Very scary. I love how we go from, let's have fun, to, oh my god, we're not having fun anymore. This is bad.
Well, some people are still having fun.
That's true. Some people are
Let's
really
not make assumptions.
enjoying themselves.
Like, he is probably having a great time. Draco. I'm assuming that's Draco.
Yeah, it's Draco. He's grown up quite a lot.
Yeah.
He looks exactly like what I would picture Draco to look like, still to this day. Like, looks like a douchebag.
Just such a great portrait, too.
He really
the light coming from all the fires and the tents and everything.
And it's all green. Gotta have it be green.
Got a little Cecropia moth here, looks like.
I think it'd be a Cecropia moth because it's
it's a moth.
It's a moth with eyeballs.
Watching.
I like how now that Draco is older, he's like changed his hairstyle for him.
He looks like he 100% looks like a bully, yeah.
He really does. He looks like prep school rich boy.
Generic bully.
Yeah, he really does.
You know, I really feel bad for the people who look like that. Like
maybe they're really nice people.
yeah,
But...
just genetics ruin it.
Right.
The Dark Mark. Now that's how I picture the Dark Mark.
I love this. I really, really like this. It's so painterly and so creepy.
That northern lights look to it, just glowing.
Yeah, it's got like an Aurora Borealis thing going on. It really looks like it's part of the sky. Like, that's what I pictured it to look like
It looks
in
like
my head.
part of the sky, not fireworks. Sorry.
Yeah. Like magic conjured in the sky. That like this looks like magic. It looks like it's... I don't know. It just looks really cool. Way better than what the movies did.
You got the skull and the snake's the skull's tongue, and then the snake sticking out its tongue, and that's a smaller snake, and then just kidding. It's not actually a smaller snake, but
I also like that it's green. It should be green. Like in my brain, I'm like, it's green in the sky. Like, and I do like that it looks like a natural phenomenon. It kind of has that aurora thing going on. It's super cool. And the paint spot, and even like all this looks like the stars have been turned green. Like, it's just really cool. Like, that's dark magic to me.
just because it's dark magic doesn't mean it can't be beautiful.
That's right. And we have Mayhem at the Ministry.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. So we did not get a portrait of Winky. Sorry, Tom. Yeah.
The movie, it's like smoke. Yeah.
Yeah. No other... Yeah, I mean, there are no really significant events to illustrate in that chapter, though.
No,
like, really.
Could have done some portraits. Would have been nice.
Yeah, I guess so. Aboard the Hogwarts Express. All right, let's go to Hogwarts. Ah.
I mean, that's a great image.
It is.
It's like alternate view of that epic image of the train coming across in the first movie.
Mm-hmm. Now we're seeing it just trail along. I love the little puffs of smoke. Looks great. Oh, here we go again. Here's another one. I mean, it's not a nice day when they get to Hogwarts. Because there's this whole thing about how when they get to Hogwarts, like, it's torrential downpour and they're all soaking wet when they get inside, and then Peeves throws water balloons at them, and there's this whole thing about them feeling drowned and being in the water and everything else. And then you get the second task later where they're underwater.
Yeah.
Like,
so much water.
So much water.
Bet you can't tell which carriage is which.
Yeah, I know, right? They're not separated or anything by... Well, there's the prefect's carriage right there, right? Oh, it even says prefects right there on it. Very nice. Very nice touch.
All students are equal, but some are more equal.
The Tri-Wizard Tournament. Dun dun dun.
Is that? No, that's not the Sorting Hat.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Because he's going to sing that song.
Oh, that's right.
About sticking together.
See Rita? I know. Rita's gonna look great. Dark wings, dark words, Maddie.
I feel like he is staring longingly at that turkey.
Oh, a couple more weeks when you start to rot, you're all mine.
Nick looks great. As always. The ghosts always look so cool. The ghosts always look awesome in these. Mad-Eye Moody.
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's not Mad-Eye Moody. No, that is disgusting.
That is a blast-ended Scroot.
Ooh, I can see why they did not want to work with them. Hagrid, what are you thinking?
I feel like he has to, because he needs them for the task.
Yeah.
But still.
But Hagrid made them.
Yeah, he did. Like Dumbledore
he was the
probably
one
said,
who
like,
was breeding them.
"We need a creature for the third task, Hagrid." Oh,
Say no more.
I got an idea. And maybe Dumbledore was just like, "Oh, okay." Maybe he didn't want to squash Hagrid's dreams. I don't know.
It's lovely. I'll put it on the fridge, Hagrid.
Ah, this moment.
Oh, the ferret.
Love it. He's so scared.
God, Moody just looks
This,
evil.
This is what I pictured Mad-Eye Moody to look like. Like, this is what I had in my head. The long gray hair, the really horrifyingly ugly face. Like, this is Mad-Eye Moody to me.
That's kind of what it was, but honestly, I thought the casting and the look in the movie was
horrible.
Was good. I kind of picture him like that now. That's stuck in my brain.
See, I'm stuck with the book image just because I had it for so long.
Fair enough.
Like, I had the book description in my head for so long, and like what I pictured Moody to be, that when the movie came out, I was just like really disappointed by what he looked like. And even who played him. Not that Brendan Gleeson did a bad job. I think he did do a good job. It's just not what I pictured. Just... Anyway, this is what I pictured. Pretty much.
I love the, like, cartoonish explosion around. I feel like it should zoom in, like, dun, 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 on his face. At this point, Malfoy knew he fucked up.
And now we come to the unforgivable curses. Here we go.
Oh, that poor spider.
I know. The spiders go through quite a lot in this chapter. Maybe for Ron, it feels a little bit like revenge. I don't know. There we go.
Oh, the blue eye.
Yeah.
I love how that is all black and white except the eye.
Right, very cool. And how magnified it is in the jar.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. Yeah, this is great.
Spew.
It's S-P-E-W.
Yes, that's how you spell spew.
I love how colorful they are.
Right? It's very Hermione. I don't know. At the same time, I kind of think Hermione would have made it look more professional looking.
Like serious.
Sleeker. Yeah.
Like serious looking.
This isn't a joke.
We're like blazing through, but there haven't really been crazy illustrations the last couple of times.
Yeah, no one wanted to join Spew. I wonder why. Probably just because no one wanted to explain every time someone saw it. No, it's S-P-E-W.
Well, and the whole house elf thing is so ingrained in wizarding society. Like, everything that Ron says is, like, exactly what everyone else thinks. He's just like, Hermione, they're happy, stop.
I know, I was just joking.
No one cares.
Which, Ron is kind of right.
I think...
Even Dobby was like,
well,
whoa, slow down. How about I only get one day off a month, alright?
You're also paying me too much.
Yeah.
I think Ron makes a good sounding board for her, but she just is so headstrong that she doesn't listen. But I think Ron actually, like, tries to ground her and makes several good points about the whole thing. With, like, you need to understand what you're trying to change and how everyone else feels about what you're trying to change. Like, he's trying to get her to understand, and she doesn't listen. And the way she tries to go about changing it isn't going to work. Yes, I see it.
What about these? Who's gonna fight for blast-ended scroot rights? Oh,
Hagrid.
Hagrid, what?
Hagrid's gonna fight for blast-ended scroot rights.
Oh, okay. Who is that Dobby?
I mean, it could be. No, it's not wearing socks. It can't be. It's just gotta be a random house elf, like, cleaning.
Oh, okay. Gotta throw a house elf in somewhere.
Well, they are a major feature of this story. So.
And they didn't want to do housework properly.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That looks... See, now that looks like an ancient, like, Greek painting. Ancient Roman painting.
I love the flying horses. I love them.
And I love how, like, on the change, it's a bee encircled.
Yeah. Very cool. You got a couple. There's another one right there. The carriage is beautiful. I love the stained glass on the windows.
You got a thing for stained glass, I've noticed.
It's nice. I like it.
And our look at Rise of the Dragon and the Sept. All the colorful stained glass. You loved it. I think... Oh, in the night bus. Yeah, that was the other place we saw.
They're described as Palomino horses, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I love these giant horses.
I don't know my horses that well, so I'm just going to nod my head and say that you are correct.
They're that color. They're that color, yeah. I love the little blue, like, ribbons. Like, this is just awesome. Erupting out of the trees. Here we are. It's just awesome. Love it. Lovely horses. Lovely horsies. And, you know.
Like anytime we drive past horses in the car. Horsies.
Well, yeah. It's because it's horses. It's exciting.
Oh, there we go. We have the goblet around the edge.
So we didn't get an image of the ship in this chapter. We got the carriage. But I do think there's an image of the ship in here somewhere. And I feel like it would be a waste to put them both in the same chapter. Like, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You gotta save it a little bit.
I think we see it when it's, like, leaving.
We either see it when it's leaving, or we
I
might
thought you
see
showed
it at,
me
like,
an image
Christmas
of it.
time or something. Or, like, around the Yule Ball. Either way, I'm pretty sure we see it later. But, yeah. The Goblet of Fire. Here we go.
There you go.
There's
your crumb.
That's the real crumb.
Except he's not duck-footed. Or no, yeah, he is. It's pigeon-footed when your toes turn in.
Yeah.
Right, I do like the touch on the chapters, the frames around.
Me too. I think it's really well done. I think all the images are appropriate for each chapter, like in the corners and stuff. Like you had the goblet in the corners, and then you had like a little scroll of paper up at the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Crumb. That's how I pictured Crumb.
He looks like the love interest in a Tim Burton movie.
He does. Kind of also looks like what I've seen some people draw Jon Snow to look like.
I feel, yeah. Maybe
like,
not as skinny, but yeah.
But like young Jon Snow,
yeah.
when he's like still depressed and stuff in the beginning.
Still? I mean, Jon's always depressed.
Well, yeah, but after he like takes on his role as like, I am the Night's Watch, I'm the Watcher on the walls, like in that in-between time where he's still
but
like,
I'm still a bastard.
Yeah, when he just spends all that time just like, I'm a bastard, I'm never gonna be a Stark. That's Jon Snow.
Crumb Snow.
Crumb Snow.
He is from the north.
He is from the north. It's very cold. He swims in the lake in the wintertime.
Fleur.
He's Jon Snow. This is what he's doing when we don't get Jon Snow chapters. He's doing the Triwizard Tournament. He just comes back and doesn't tell anyone about it.
Too busy playing Quidditch.
Yep.
I mean, Fleur looks...
I don't know who Hermione is. I don't know what you're talking about.
I kind of pictured Fleur's hair like more blonde, more white. Like almost platinum. Targaryen.
Like Targaryen blonde. Maybe it's just the lighting. It's kind of dark in that room. Maybe not. I mean, she's very pretty. I don't know. I did too, though. Like, I pictured her having, like, super blonde hair.
Catelyn only called him John one time. Yes. He said, shouldn't have been Bran. Should have been you, John.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, hey, it's a step up, though, because she did use his name. So.
Yeah, right? Credit where credit's due, I suppose. Here
progress
we go.
Is progress. Now that is an awesome image.
Heck yeah. Very cool. I love any image with Dumbledore, though.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Dumbledore always
You can't go wrong with Dumbledore.
And I just like how he draws Dumbledore. He always looks so good.
The original books had some illustrations, and you picture the characters like that?
I mean, I kind of do, too. In the U.S. editions, there's some, like, illustrations of the characters.
Mm.
Like the Mad-Eye Moody,
And I love how in a lot of those, like, the illustrations are different depending on what books you're talking about. Like, I think it was the finished versions of the book are some of the best illustrations I've ever seen. They're so funny.
The Finnish illustrations are so great. But, like, this is Mad-Eye Moody on the... Like, that's what I pictured Mad-Eye Moody to look like. Like, pretty much.
Looks like Moana's grandmother.
But, like, that's not how I pictured Lupin. That's not how I pictured Tonks.
That's Tonks?
That's Tonks.
Oh, she looks like she's, like, the guitarist in Sum 41.
But, like, that's the influence right there. Like, that's kind of how I pictured Moody.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is an illustration of him in Goblet of Fire, and that's kind of, like, what I went off of. God.
There's one of Fleur.
Oh, yeah, there is one of Fleur. I know what one you're talking about. There is a drawing of Fleur in Goblet of Fire, and that is kind of how I pictured her as well.
Dudley with the candy.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yep. I know that illustration very well. Yep. But yeah.
This one I love his robes. And does he have little wizards on his robes?
I don't know what that is on his robe right there. I love the buttons though. But again, we're wearing purple and gold.
Honestly, this image actually isn't as dark as it's coming across in the video,
stream.
But
yeah,
I kind of like it more in the stream with that darker look where it looks like
super dark.
Yeah,
like
super dark. The
black.
contrast between the fire and everything else is just so much better.
This is a good one. I do really like this one quite a lot. And now we have the 4 champions. Here we go. Oh. Harry. This is such a good one.
That owl is judging so hard right now. Lay that down so I can see. Oh, it's like glare right on it, but...
there is an owl, and it's judging very hard. I kind of love this because you've got Harry who is feeling, like, isolated and, and alone again. Like, oh, I'm a champion. Oh, and all the portraits
Why
are
must
like,
greatness be thrust upon me again and again?
All the portraits are, like, staring at him and, like, talking about him, just like everyone at the school is, like, staring at him and talking about him and, like, Harry Potter, go figure, couldn't just keep it to himself, had to just insert himself into the thing. And at the end of this chapter, like, starts his whole thing with Ron, who, like, gets pissed off at him and... Yeah.
Hey Carlos, we're great. How are you doing?
Oh, and next we have the weighing of the wands, the infamous chapter about wand polishing.
Comparing wands, checking wands, polishing wands.
Accidentally setting sparks flying out of our wands.
Cedric Diggory.
The real Hogwarts champion.
Of course, you gotta have
The Potter.
Potter stinks.
Yeah. I love the badges that they put them in there.
They are.
You gotta.
Badges are such like a big part of this.
Support Cedric Diggory, the real Hogwarts champion. Potter stinks. I love that it's just Potter stinks. That's it. That's all it is. Nothing. Just no.
That's all you need to know. There's nothing else you need to know.
No wordplay. No simile. No insult other than Potter stinks. That's it. That's it. Keep it simple.
Draco is a man of very little words. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
There it is. Rita see exactly how I pictured her.
Right.
To a T.
There we go.
Oh, my God. Oh.
it's so
It's
good.
horrifying. I love it.
The long red nails, the ridiculous glasses, the blonde hair, the quick quotes quill acid green, the crocodile purse. Alright, and I'm just gonna throw it out here. We've got a scarab beetle on her purse, and then she's got beetles all over her dress.
They're not trying to drop you any hints or anything.
You know what else is in here? That box says Sphinx, which could be like a little foreshadowing. And look at that. It says Spirit Away.
And a little ghost spiriting away.
Right? Wonder if Jim Kay's a Ghibli fan.
Moth bombs.
I want to know what moth bombs are. I want to know.
Probably like mothballs. What's with the moths? Like cropping up, because the moth was next to Draco and the other.
There's
image.
moths everywhere. I'd have to look up like moth symbolism. That
There's
also
something with
says.
moths.
I'm pretty sure that says K's. Like K's
Zip.
or
something.
Zap something. Yeah.
Maybe Jim Kay was dealing with like a moth problem in his house, and this is how he vented about it.
I mean,
Like
maybe.
a bird head right there too.
Okay. It's such a good portrait.
It is.
It's literally her. It's exactly her. Oh, Dan made it.
Hey, welcome, Dan.
We are having a good day, Carlos. Thank you. Yeah, it's so good. I love the red and the green and the she's so terrible. It's so good. I love the beetles on her dress.
You can just tell someone is evil when it glows green.
Yep, green equals evil. Well, we learned that in The Lion King, didn't we? It's so good. Oh, and here we go. Here's Fleur. I mean, it's pretty much...
Yeah. Is that Grindelwald?
What?
Or not Grindelwald.
Ollivander?
Ollivander.
That's Ollivander.
I don't
Yep.
know why I was singing Grindelwald.
I don't either. But yeah, that's Ollivander. He's got the big moon-like eyes, got a wand in here. Like, that's Ollivander.
That man has a mustache that even Vernon would be jealous of.
I mean, it is a beard.
Looks like a mustache.
It is a beard.
I know, I see that now. It just looks like,
A
you know,
giant
walrus mustache.
It does.
The man looks like a walrus, honestly. If he was as big as Vernon.
So maybe that's what Slughorn's gonna look like.
Oh, yeah.
Not what I pictured Ollivander to look like, but respect. Respect. Oh, and there's Cedric with his wand. And then Crumb again.
Crumb just looking sad. He looks even more like Jon Snow with, like, the cloak on.
Like, that's what I mean.
And
Like
the
with
black fur.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Like the feathers or the fur or whatever it is on there. Like, yeah. Yeah. Jon Snow.
Yeah, I'm a professional Quidditch player. but I'm still a bastard.
And now we've come to the Hungarian Horntail. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, more Cedric Diggory. Oh, look, you can get it in Hufflepuff and Gryffindor colors, too.
Ooh.
You can get it in every color.
Wow, okay, Lola. That's
know.
what she thinks about Cedric.
Right? And we get this little tiny image of Madame Maxime and Hagrid.
Look at those lovebirds.
Hagrid is so in love with her. He's so
really
besotted by her. He's like,
she's as big as me.
a big woman.
We're just gonna compare this to Game of Thrones the whole time, aren't we?
I know it. It's cute. It's cute. They're having a good time. Oh, and all the dragons.
Yes.
So awesome. Love it. Look at them. Look those bibbies. Look those bibbies. They so nice. Love it. Hungarian Horntail. Chinese Fireball. Swedish Short Snout, I think.
And this must be the Ridgeback. This again looks like something out of Tim Burton. Kind of looks like the worms in Beetlejuice.
A little bit, yeah, I could see it. The sandworm thing.
Yeah.
No, these guys are nothing like the Game of Thrones dragons.
Yeah.
Not even close. No cute long sausage boys in here. Going squeak, squeak.
Right, and in terms of size, based on like the
It's not
the
a
cover
it's not
image.
it's not a Norwegian Ridgeback. It's a Welsh Green.
Oh yeah. Based on the size, like I'm pretty sure most of the House of the dragons would eat them
Probably, yeah.
in one bite.
Yeah,
Maybe two.
yeah. Vagar definitely would do a big chomp. Oh my god, look at these sheeps in here. Look at it.
They gotta eat.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I like
Imagine Harry walking out to do the challenge and Vagar is just there.
Well, no, he pulls out the biggest dragon. It'd be Balerion. The big black dragon.
Okay, yeah.
Harry comes out, he's got to fight Balerion, the black dread. Steal Balerion's egg, Harry. Snape would be so excited. I mean, this is a cool image. Game of Thrones aside. This is a very, classic looking
Dragon image, yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Vermithor maybe.
Very cool. Super awesome.
There would be no
Love
champions left now. There wouldn't be a stadium left.
And then we get an anatomy drawing here of the Swedish short snout.
I love how the egg, not to bring back Game of Thrones again, but the egg looks exactly like the eggs in Game of Thrones.
Right, that they're scaled and stuff.
Yeah.
Super cool. I love all the proto feathers on this one.
He looks so happy, too. He
Right.
has a big smile on his face.
And he looks like a happy dragon.
So you're telling me I get to try to eat these champions?
All right. Very cool. Love the colors, too. Love that this is a blue dragon. Ukraine colors again.
The Swedish short snout.
Love it. Love
Ooh,
it.
what was that? Flip page. Oh, okay, it was a dragon. I was like, what? I thought this was a tentacle from the giant squid at
No,
first.
he does an illustration of all the dragons, which I think is pretty effing awesome.
Oh yeah.
That you get an image of all the dragons. The
All right,
Chinese fireball.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I think the Chinese fireball would be the worst to go against. Just look at that face. That is horrifying. That is scary.
I love that this is Asian in style. Like it's very cool that he went the like Eastern illustration route for this.
Mhm.
Even have like the little
Well, I
stamp up
wonder,
there.
because like every culture kind of has their own dragon myths and lore.
Right.
I wonder if the other ones are like based off of that too.
I would like to think so.
Like
Like when
Chinese dragons are very different from like Western dragons, so
Yeah.
it's easy to see. But I'm wondering if like the Swedish short snout is based off of like the classic Swedish dragon.
Right. Well, I mean that Welsh green
Mhm.
looked very much like traditional English depiction of dragon.
That's what I mean.
But I love
I'm
the
assuming
idea.
that they're all like that, which is really cool.
I love the idea that potentially in the world of Harry Potter, that all of the dragons kind of look like what the cultures have depicted the dragons to look like. So, like, if you go to Mexico, are the dragons like super feathery and stuff, like the Aztec depictions of dragons? You know, like
Maybe.
that'd be cool. I really like this. Maybe it's because I love Eastern cultures. So I'm just like, yeah, I like this. This is cool.
Well, you like Caraxes.
Do
And
like
he's that long sausage boy look, so there you go. It's kind of the same thing.
it is, isn't it? Potter
really stinks.
Draco being creative here.
You wanted him to be more specific.
I did. And there it
They were
is.
too short. The first task.
The first task.
Like
So,
the sun's so bright, like, yay!
Yay!
Chinese water dragons?
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Here we go. Oh boy. Harry walking out, shitting himself. I mean, can't blame him.
This point, like, Harry, you know he just looked up at Dumbledore in the stands like, yo, what the fuck? Seriously?
This looks awesome. I mean, this looks awesome.
I know, it's pretty great.
It's super cool. I love that it's got like a club-like thing at the end of its tail, and it's just...
Just more ways it can kill you.
Right? I do have some animal rights issues with this task, though.
Okay, Hermione. Hermione didn't even complain about this too much.
Well, Hermione's issue is the house elves. My issue is this. I have some animal rights problems with this, and how dragons are used. I'm just saying.
No, unfortunately, it did not, Dan.
No.
It did have Dumbledore pulling out his name from the Goblet of Fire.
It did. It did have the piece of paper coming out. But yeah, the dragon looks awesome.
That's why, I mean, I think the dragon had a great time doing this. They get to just attack people and take their anger out on them, and no one's going to stop them.
The only reason they're doing it is because they think someone is coming after their babies.
And that one did step on all of its babies.
Because Crumb, like, blinded it, and
Yeah.
it stepped on its babies. Like, they're moms.
Okay,
Just
let's
defending
move
their
on.
babies. Like, that's cruel.
You got me there.
Yeah, okay. Oh, there we go again.
Oh, now that is awesome. I like this one. And the little golden egg right there.
Yep. Very cool. Love all the texture on the wings and everything.
And so far, this is my favorite dragon illustration in here.
It's really awesome. It's really, really sweet. A lot of snake inspiration there, I think. As far as, like, the face and the jaws and everything. A lot of snake inspiration.
No, there was the golden egg, and then the rest were real eggs.
Yeah, all of the rest of them were eggs. That was the whole point, is that they were moms that were expecting, so that they would defend the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
I like the blue, too, how it starts blue. And then as it makes contact with the air and everything else, and like cools, quote unquote cools, it turns yellow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very different than our House of the Dragons, where it's just you see the orange fire billowing up in the back of their throats.
Mm-hmm. I like this interpretation. It's different. But I also do like the build up in the backs of their throats, which is very cool. Remember all, dragons don't poop. Harry
looks very happy for someone who's getting chased by a tower of fire right now.
Right? No, there's no mention of the eggs being fake. It's just mentioned that they have a clutch of eggs. And that they're like expecting moms. So that's why they put the golden egg there. But yeah, Harry just... He's like in his element. He's like, oh yeah, my broom. I got this. As long as I'm on my broom.
I mean, I guess they could have been fake, but we know that they were real eggs to a degree because the one mother stepped on them all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we know they're real because they took points away.
Whether
and
or not they're like their actual eggs.
Well, they'd say something like she stepped on her eggs and like crushed them, and yeah, they were her eggs. I know this is silly, but I like the detail of Harry's got this like Gryffindor like broom sock or something, but it's like a grip.
Yep. They, everyone in the Quidditch Cup also had it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like that Harry's got this like thing on. It's like not anything you would think of, but that he put it in the illustration. That like, yeah, why wouldn't you have like a grip thing on your broom to hold on to it and stuff?
You're seeing like the evolution. I think he started experimenting with different styles of brooms in this one, and then Order of the Phoenix, you see where he just kind of like
all out.
Yeah,
all out. Yep, all out. And now we have the House Elf Liberation Front.
Yes.
Here we go.
Power to the elf.
Oh, God.
These blast-ended screens are great. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Like, or her. I don't know.
I also love how there's no, like, continuity to it. It's just, it looks like this weird bug, and then someone just glued a scorpion tail on the back of it.
The way that they're described in the book, it's just like they're so horrifying. They like look like bug things, like
much fatter like slug. Well, they kind of looked like that when they were babies. We went through a couple of illustrations when they were small.
Yeah, they have,
and that is kind of how they looked. So I agree with you. I did picture them like that, and I pictured them when they were older like that too. But
like they've got these and like just
I know.
The sphincters.
Ugh.
There's so many. Anyway.
I'm telling you, I still can't believe there's not magical therapists.
Hey, look.
There you go. There's your house elf family.
Look at them all.
There's Dobby, too, at the front.
With all his socks on and everything. I don't know if you can... There's a little bit of... There, you can see it better a little bit. That one has an eye patch on. What happened to it?
Accidents happen in the kitchen.
Suppose. Alright, they're all cute.
Pink monkey butts.
They're cute.
He's a pirate elf. Maybe he's the Durmstrang house elf.
Maybe. Maybe he could be. You never know. They're cute. God damn it, they're cute. Alright. House elves are cute. The unexpected task. Oh, here we go. Gonna ask Cho out to the dance. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, no!
Is that Ginny?
That's Ginny.
It's pretty much how I pictured her.
Yeah, like, this is what I pictured her to look like. 100%. 100%. Love it too. She's so pretty. And she's like...
Eamon's house elf.
There you go. Eamon's house elf. There we go. He took my eye. If you're gonna work for me, I'm gonna take yours too. Oh, Nana. The Bobans. She got her face all curled up and hid. Bobans. Yeah, I don't know. This just looks exactly like what I pictured. She's awesome. Looks great. Wearing tons of knitted stuff. Like, it's easy to see why Harry ends up falling in love with her. Yeah. I also think it's really funny that this is the chapter, the unexpected task, and Harry is so focused on, like, asking Cho out and what's Ron gonna do and this and that, and we get a portrait of Ginny.
Right.
It's great. It's so awesome. She looks so great. And then we get the Yule Ball.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a house elf.
Mixing up some food.
Mixing something. There we go. All right. Ah, there it is. There it is.
The Yule Ball.
The Yule Ball.
Look out, he's so sad.
Oh
my God.
He's so sad. That house elf is so sad.
No one asked me to the ball.
He's so sad. Oh my God. Oh man. So we've got, this is very obviously Draco Malfoy and Pansy Parkinson right there. And then you've got
Fleur and Crumb.
No, Victor and Hermione. That's Hermione.
Wait, that's Hermione?
Yeah, that's Hermione.
Oh, okay.
See, it works
no,
so well.
her hair looked blonde.
You didn't even recognize her. That's Crumb. Yep. Because then you have Ron in the corner.
Just glaring.
Being all pissed off about it in his really awful dress robe. Maybe that's why that house elf is sad. He's just like, oh my God, I'm embarrassed for you.
Bro, you should just, like, leave, honestly.
I also love this squid on this dress. This is really pretty.
Oh, I can't remember her name. She's on the Quidditch team. I think that's her.
Katie Bell?
Yeah.
Could be. I don't know. This girl is from Dorne.
The Sunspear.
Yes. Oh, Angelina Johnson? Maybe. Like, I don't know who that is.
I'm looking, like, why is this Ron's date right here?
It could be.
Is that why she looks sad?
Padma.
Yeah.
I mean, she is wearing blue, and Padma is in,
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw, could be. That's why she's talking to the house elf. She's getting ignored. Pansy Parkinson looks awful.
Which is a good thing, because,
yes,
you know, she's an awful person.
She is an awful person. But, like, Hermione looks great. Crumb.
I like how Crumb just isn't dressed up at all. He's just wearing a black coat.
Jon Snow. Once again. Ron looking super annoyed. Like, this looks like lovely and very magic-y compared to the Yule Ball in, like, the movie.
Yeah.
Everyone still looks like they're wearing robes and things, and great. Long chapter, guys. Long chapter. All right. Rita Skeeter's Scoop. That nasty article about Harry.
There's the ship.
There we go. There's the ship. Look at it.
I like how it just looks like an evil face. Like, there's the eyes, and it's like mouth and teeth.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome. Then you have the castle in the background, which looks great. Fantastic. I knew there was a picture of the ship in here somewhere.
And look, there's Crumb going for a dive, and the giant squid ready to catch him.
Right. I wonder if he makes friends with the giant squid. I wonder if that's a thing. Yeah, you can see Crumb swimming, and there's the squid ready to catch him. No, he's not too pale for Crumb. Crumb is like sullen and pale and pasty. That pretty much is Crumb. Nice picture of the ship. Oh, this chapter.
The egg in the eye. We gonna get a look at the prefect's bathroom? We have to.
I would hope so. No Snape in his 90s, though, probably.
That would have been great.
I know.
The image of them on the stair.
That would be so good.
Emo Crumb, yes, exactly.
Oh, no illustration whatsoever.
Wow.
Oh, man. No, it's like the best chapter in the book. It's hands down one of the best chapters in the book.
Jim K, why? Why have you forsaken us?
Just the whole thing with Filch and Snape and then Moody, and Harry getting stuck in the stair, so one of my favorite chapters. Missed opportunity. Anyway.
But hey, second task, giant squid. Let's move.
Let's move on from our disappointment. Let's see what's in here.
I mean, we got the anatomic illustration of the Grindylows in the last book.
That's true. So, we got Harry swimming.
Oh, it's so creepy, his web feet.
The web feet. I mean, that's what I feel like they'd look like more than...
No, 100%. It's just...
what they did in the movie. They just
no matter how they do it, I think it would look creepy.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely creepy. I feel like how they did it in the movie, they just kind of... it looked like he was wearing flesh fins.
It's because it was.
But, this looks like frog feet,
yeah.
You know? I feel like that's more accurate, I guess.
And that, yeah, ugh. Good God.
The mer people.
Yeah, I would never swim in that lake, ever.
No.
Ever. That's traumatizing.
Moaning Myrtle hangs out in there.
More of a reason not to swim in the lake. And also, she gets there by going through the pipes. So everyone's poo is going into that lake.
The poor squid.
Maybe
there's a magic filtration thing going on. Because the
Maybe.
mer people are obviously fine. They're not... you know what I mean? Dumbledore wouldn't do that to the mer people.
I don't know. If it was for the greater good, he would.
Yeah, maybe. Love the mer people.
The mer people look great, though. It's horrifying, but great.
Right? Yeah.
It's not really how I picture them, though. They have, almost cat faces.
Maybe that's why I like them.
Maybe. I definitely pictured them more human than that.
But this is very fish.
Yeah.
So, I feel like it works. Very cool. Oh, and here we go. Harry being there. Oh, there's another mer person right down there. You can see their body.
And Harry being the hero has to save both.
Yep, saving his Wheezy and the little sister. So many weeds. I think that would be the thing about the lake.
What, all the weeds?
All the weeds.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Padfoot returns.
This was also one of my favorite chapters when I first read this because we got Sirius back. There's an owl. Highly fertilized lake. Oh, jeez. We have an owl.
Hence why you have the growth of the vegetation down there.
Lots of plants. That's true. Oh, Potter
Gotta
stinks.
remind you,
that
Potter still stinks.
Yep. Gotta let you know. I feel like there aren't going to be any more illustrations in this chapter. I'm just saying. We don't get to see Sirius. Nope.
Oh, man.
Bummer. No even Sirius as, a pup. A good boy. The madness of Mr. Mr. Crouch, sorry.
Winky with the bottle and the clothes on, just
Yep, there we go.
devastated.
There's for Tom right there. Picture of Winky. There she is. Looking so
Drunk.
and sad. There it is. Yeah, just devastated. Staring into the fire, totally lost. Oh, good. I think this is like the same thing like the Order of the Phoenix. Like the book is so big, you can't like illustrate everything, you know? Then we have the Dream.
That's true. Like Rise of the Dragon had illustrations on every page, but it was also like 10 illustrators that were working on that.
Yeah, this is one person doing everything. Oh,
Oh, Nagini looks pretty awesome.
there's Nagini.
Anaconda.
Very anaconda looking. That is literally like an anaconda head. That is inspiration, 100%. Right there.
I mean, she's supposed to be this giant snake.
She is a giant snake. They don't ever specify. I mean, she's venomous though, so she's not like. I remember we talked about this before. Is she a python? Is she this? Is she that? And she's obviously like her own like thing.
Oh, there's some glare on that, though.
Yeah.
So you guys see that a little bit better.
There's Nagine's.
Yeah, Cherry, I agree. The black pages are so great.
Yeah. Love the black pages. But
We're
that is
definitely getting more in this one, and then Order of the Phoenix, there's a lot more too.
black pages.
Yeah.
Just because the story is so dark.
Jim Kay just does such a great job with the black and white contrasts.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. That's an anaconda. 100%. 100%. The Pensieve. You have this little image of Harry, like,
Just like
looking
ooh.
down. And then I love the, like, whatever this is behind Harry with kind of the rays of light kind of thing. Very cool. Here we go. There it is.
Just looking in. Is it just white?
There's the Pensieve.
Yeah.
And then that's like the memory liquid. This is what the Pensieve looks like, people. It's just a simple bowl with,
I wonder
with
what
runes on the outside.
I wonder what the runes say. Like, are those real runes?
That's a good question. I don't know. I would have to spend some time looking that up.
We would. But that'd be cool if it was, and it was like some secret message Jim Kay left.
I mean, it'd be cool. Because of what?
Oh, that's funny, Maddie. Nagini is her own unique kind of snake because of something. But the fact that, well, she looks like an anaconda, but she's also venomous. Like, Nagini is definitely her own snake. I agree.
That's what I was saying. Is like she's not, because we talked about this. Is she a python? Is she an anaconda? Like what is she? But she's venomous, so she's definitely like her own thing.
She does
not exist in nature.
She has that constrictor look, but the viper bite.
Right. Yeah. For sure. And that was the only illustration we got for that chapter too. No. Oh wow.
Lola's playing.
Like, yeah. Oh my god. She was like going all out on that thing.
Another group just mentioned Voldemort. Well, tell them to join in.
No, like, images of what Harry sees in the Pensieve either, leaving that up to imagination, I guess. And then we have the third task. Here it is, guys. Here it is. Stuff is happening. We're getting to the climax.
But we're gonna have to use our imagination.
Yes. Keep using your imagination, guys, because...
Another chapter. Oh, alright, here's the black and white image for you. That is... Good God, that's horrifying.
Of all the things they chose to illustrate.
Yeah.
You're so happy they picked the spider, right?
So happy.
An acromantula. Yay! So exciting.
Shelob. Yeah, it does look like Shelob.
Cedric just going for it. Harry trying to keep up. Great black and white illustration. Absolutely awesome. Super creepy spider. I mean, I can see why they chose this. He chose this moment to illustrate. Because it's, you know, the beginning of the end, and this is where Cedric and Harry, like, effectively team up.
Yeah, and then the cup.
There it is. There's the cup. I love that there's always bats. There's bats everywhere.
Is there? I haven't noticed.
There's bats in a lot of the illustrations. All right.
I do like that image, though. It's really nice.
It is. I love the green. Like, the intensity of the green here. And
we're going to get to your favorite illustration, I think, out of the entire series.
Yeah, one of my absolute favorites. Yeah. It's coming, guys. It's coming!
Illustration of the golden fog that flipped grip. That would have been really cool, yeah.
Yeah. That's the, like, thing in the task that I always forget about, is the
fog.
The fog thing where he's like upside down. I always forget about that.
Here's another great dark image.
This is really awesome. I really do like this illustration a lot.
Not quite black and white, but has that green hue once again to just show the evil.
Super creepy, super foggy, just really terrifying in every way. You got a statue of a guy, like, pointing over here.
Yeah, he's telling them, get away, run.
Run away.
The fuck out.
Yeah, this is just so foreboding and creepy and just... It's awesome. I really do like this one a lot. It really captures how, like, dark this gets. Like, the book has been slowly getting darker and darker, and then you're just like, here we are in this horrifying place, like, super terrifying. Like, it's
you thought things were dark before.
Yeah, right. Yeah, look at this.
But it's okay. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. And his name...
This is really awful. Like, it's so bright green. And you know that Harry is trying to cover his eyes. And this is the moment where Cedric is murdered.
Yeah.
Like, but you finally get the answer to what the the flashing green light is. It's been this whole time. Like, Harry... Like, well, you get the answer, like, in the Unforgivable Curses, but, like, you see it here, and it's just...
It really comes to fruition here.
Yeah, and Cedric just so defenseless, just blasted away. It's terrible.
But then
we get this!
Baby Voldemort!
Baby Voldemort! Yay! Baby Voldemort, everyone!
So creepy.
It's so creepy.
Looks like a baby xenomorph.
But, like...
Or a Cyberman from
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Harry's was as strong as the Cyberman says what? Everything about this just oozes product of dark magic. So creepy. So horrifying. Like, just...
And I love that he used, like, the bright red to illustrate Voldemort against the dark green background.
Yeah.
He could have gone with just a black and white, but I feel like this moment is so much better when you have those bright colors.
The contrast of the colors. I would not like that on the back of my head. I feel like... I don't know what you pictured in your head when you read this. I'm sure everyone pictured something different when they, like, read this.
I kind of pictured him just like a scaly baby. That's it.
But this is just, for a kid's book, really horrifying. You know, it's very just...
What that thing's voice would actually... I kind of...
Sounds like Voldemort.
Voldemort, or I would kind of picture it as, like, Gollum.
It sounds like Voldemort. Because
that's the way you voiced him.
No, but in the Riddle House, it's described the voice used is described in the same way that Rowling describes Voldemort's voice.
Oh, okay.
So it's Voldemort's voice. It's like the same thing. Kind of looks a little bit like Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger?
The skin.
Oh, yeah, the skin,
it's
definitely.
Got like Freddy Krueger skin. But this is just such a good image. It's so creepy. It's so horrifying. It's just like the absolute horror of what dark magic can do to a person. So good. We've spent too much time on this one. I'm sorry.
It's one of the best, though.
But
it's
so horrifying and creepy and just...
And that's not even your favorite illustration.
It's not my favorite. No, it's not my favorite illustration.
We're going to get creepier.
Yeah, let's get creepier, guys, because here we go. Look at that.
Like just rising from the cauldron.
Here we have...
skeletal demon.
Yeah, pretty much. With all of the angels, like, weeping.
Weeping, and it kind of looks like they're bowing to him, too.
In a way, yeah, too. This is kind of what I pictured in the books. Like...
Now inflate it like Marge. Yeah, why couldn't Harry remember how he did that spell?
Right? I mean, this is pretty much... Yeah, what I pictured in the books. Like, when he rises out of the cauldron, I pictured something extremely skeletal, barely human, super creepy.
Yeah, I kind of pictured him, like, rising as, like, basically a skeleton, and, like, you could see, like, his flesh kind of forming back on him.
Right. Like...
You can't really put that in what's supposed to be a children's book, though. Or a children's movie.
But, like, this is justifiably why I've said, like, this is why I don't think, like, Voldemort would have had a child or would have had, like, relationships and things. Because, like, this is what he comes out like. Like, yeah, he's quote-unquote alive. But he's paid such a heavy cost and done so much dark magic that, like, he's alive, but he's not really human anymore. Like, he's lost his humanity, and his physical being manifests how much of his humanity he's lost. Like, he's this horrifying skeletal snake man. Like, ugh. Yeah, Cursed Child's not canon. That's a conversation for another time.
Something like nude Mr. Burns? Oh my god. Jesus. That is so great.
Or
should I say that is excellent.
Either way, though, I love this illustration. This, I think, really manifests and shows how dark this moment is and how dark this magic that's being done really is. Like, this is awful dark shit. And I don't really
Cursed Child in one day? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did that too, didn't you? When you got Cursed Child?
Yeah,
you, like,
I read it in one day. Yep.
You were so excited for it.
I was.
You, like, took the day off and...
Yep. And then I was massively disappointed and angry. But, you know, sometimes that happens. But yeah, that image just...
You are a purist, though, when it comes to your stories.
I am a purist. I can't help it. I'm sorry. And then, here we go. So we have the Death Eaters, and then we have Voldemort's eyes.
And his nose, and
Yep, and
it's
his
just
nose.
one of the greatest illustrations.
This is so good too. I can see why maybe Jim Kay ended up developing mental health issues doing this, because this shit is dark. Like all of this looks painful.
Right, it's just like his whole face is cracking, and you see the flesh underneath.
Yeah, and his nose is these. I mean, it's supposed to be like snake nostrils. It all looks like it hurts. This is like scaly almost.
No wonder he's so grumpy all the time.
He's in constant agony.
Get the man some Visine. Look at those eyes.
But like these cat-like scarlet eyes, like this is Voldemort, and this is why he's so scary. Like the movies did not convey that at all.
No.
This is why Voldemort is scary.
Well, I think they tried to tone it down because they thought like there was going to be a child audience. Like this is the first story where it like gets dark, and not a lot of people had read all the books. They were just like, "Oh, Harry Potter is a children's story. Yeah, I'll take my 8-year-old to go see it." And they had this. I mean, therapists would be raking in the money right now, but still.
Well, but that's the problem that they like undertook when they did this series. Is like this series is called a kids series, but it grows as Harry grows, and it gets really dark, and they should have really. Anyway, this is not a movie discussion. This is a discussion about how this is what Voldemort should look like, and how effing scary and horrifying he really should be. Like, this is what it is. This is what it should be.
And
look.
then that.
Yeah, and then that.
This dude's face.
Lola, get it together. The Death Eaters even, they look way creepier. They look way creepier here than they do in the movies, I think.
You got Davy Jones over here.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's got like tentacles running down his face.
I like that all the masks are unique as well. Like, I like the
Bring
fact
this up
that
so
they're
you
all
can
different.
see him. Kind of cyberpunk looking, that guy.
Yeah, like... I just love that they're all unique.
That one on the far left just looks like he's trying to be Voldemort.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
I'm gonna make mine look just like my master. He's gonna love it.
Yeah, get points for that, right? And then we just have a statue here. Doesn't like.
Well,
what's
that's
happening.
the statue that Harry hides behind, I'm pretty sure.
And now we have Priory Incantatum.
Ooh, is there gonna be a? That would be cool to have an illustration of like the Priory Incantatum going down.
I think we do, but here's this.
There, your favorite image.
This is like hands down, I think, my favorite in the book. Yep.
You get that full display of Voldemort.
Yep. Voldemort doing the spell, doing the Avada Kedavra, doing the thing. Love how lightning bolt the spell looks. Love the green. Love the eyes. He looks like death. He looks so evil and horrifying, and can definitely tell why Harry is shitting himself, you know, just like, it looks so good. I love this image so much.
I mean, I agree.
It's so awesome.
Don't know if it's my favorite image in the whole book, but ooh, I see the next one.
I really, really like this one. This is probably my favorite. I love this one.
Would be so difficult to read. Yeah, I agree. It would be difficult.
But,
yeah, I feel like these books are more for the art and less for experiencing the story.
I don't know. I would read these to Ramona. Maybe not this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, give her a few years.
But, like...
No, I just mean reading in general. I always like, smaller books, so I can take it with me and read, and I don't have to...
Yeah, that's true. I feel like I've spent a lot of time talking about Voldemort, so I finally got to like my favorite page, and I've already talked about all the things about Voldemort. But we are on Priory Incantatum.
I'm glad you could make it, Angela.
Welcome. Yeah, just I love this. Okay. Next.
Now this is probably my favorite illustration.
I mean, this is really, really good too.
That's so great. Just the image of everyone. You have Harry's mother. Who would that be?
Frank.
Oh, is that Frank?
Yeah.
Looks like he has like long hair.
It's a scarf, I think.
Okay.
That's Frank. And there's Lily and James.
Yep.
And then I think that could be Bertha Jorkins, maybe. There's Cedric. Just yeah, I mean this is pretty awesome. And look at Voldemort again. Just
looking evil.
Yeah, just looking like a corpse. Just looks like a corpse. This is so awesome.
And I love it, just like the lightning flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Because isn't it described as just like this ball of light, basically, they're engulfed in?
Yeah, they're pretty much encased in like a globe of light.
I think the way he represented this is so good.
I do too. It really, this is kind of borderline for favorite image. I love that how he's broken up everyone's faces into these chunks of these lightning bolts and everything. It's really good. You have the like evil frown on Voldemort, and then you have Harry who's just like struggling to hang on. He's like just trying so hard to just...
I also like how he's just like pointing at Voldemort.
Yeah. He's like,
you done fucked up.
Yeah. Like, you did this.
Even Cedric's kind of looking down like, I'm still trying to figure out what happened, guys.
Yeah, but they're all looking at him. Even Bertha Jorkins looks like pissed off.
Everyone's looking at him except Lily.
That's what I mean.
And James.
These guys are all looking at Voldemort and are either like angry, upset, and then you have James looking like right down at Harry and Lily and just, being there for him.
Yeah, Cherry, as far as this book goes, this is definitely my favorite illustration out of the whole book.
Yeah. Even the Death Eaters are all looking at Voldemort. Like, everyone over here is focused on Voldemort.
Oh, that was a movie thing with the dome? I could have been getting it mixed up.
Oh my god, here we go. Lola, what is your deal right now? Is you doing the feisty Doda scenes? Is you doing the feisty Doda?
Yeah, Anna, I love that everyone is kind of focused on him, but Lily and James don't care about Voldemort. They just care about Harry.
Right? So good.
Then just the face of anguish on Harry right here.
Yeah, just the struggle of just trying to just push. And he pushes hard enough to be able to, like, escape.
And how it's, like, laid out, you had Voldemort over here shooting his magic, then you have the whole scene, and then you move over to Harry
doing it in the other direction. Yeah. Very clever layout. And I just love, again, it's kind of like this lightning bolt charge of energy magic. It's very cool. It's really well done. It's awesome. All right. What a climax.
Right? Ooh. We still have more images, but I feel like that was the height of it.
That is the height of it. That's the big bang right there. Now we have Veritaserum, and we get...
Poor Moody. Just...
Mad.
It's so awful. I feel so bad for Moody, just stuck in the bottom of a trunk the whole year, and no one notices.
Nope. And then you've got people looking down like, "Oi, mate, you all right?" He's just laying there like, ugh. So good. Oh, poor Moody.
I wasn't vigilant.
Great image. Iconic moment in the chapter. For sure.
Do we get another image?
Let's see. We probably get another one here in The Parting of the Ways. Maybe. Let's see.
I feel like we gotta get at least one more.
I'd love one of Fudge arguing with Dumbledore. Because that is the parting of the ways right there.
Yeah.
No. Nope.
Wow, really?
Nope.
That was it?
Alright, well, let's see if we get one with the beginning. Let's see.
Oh, we do. There we go. There's the Moody.
There's the portrait right there. Mad Eye Moody. There he is.
Moody looks creepier than Voldemort. Am I wrong about this? He looks more like death than Voldemort does. Like, oh, I gotta go to the other side to get a better look.
Alright, fair enough. Super disfigured, super scarred. The eye looks exactly like it's supposed to, but... And the hair.
Like, what is this little guy just screaming there? Oh, hey, look, another Dornish reference.
Oh,
He's got a snake belt, too. That's a little, like, snake or fish.
Like,
for his belt buckle.
that's true.
And then just an eye? What?
That's like some kind of mirror. Maybe that's a little mini faux glass on his staff
Okay.
thing.
Like, creepy hand. Like, is it gripping something? Like
Yeah, it's
nails,
holding something.
Nails holding his staff together. Like,
Yeah, that's something that is not explained to us that he is holding. Who knows what that right there is, but this is definitely more in line of like what I pictured.
I did
When
not picture his face looking like that. That is messed up.
I very much pictured like that level of like creepy though, and like disfigured and stuff. Like I kind of pictured all the scarring and everything. I don't know. Like I kind of pictured maybe not as scarred, but definitely pretty ugly. The hair, the outfit, and everything, like that is kind of what I imagined in my head. Maybe just darker looking. But again, maybe that's the point. Like he's supposed to be like a dark, chiseled, grizzled looking dude. But yeah, Mad Eye Moody. What a portrait. Looks so awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that is really a great portrait of Moody.
It is. It's so good.
A little bit off of what I pictured, but so great. Better than what I pictured.
So then we get a pencil sketch of Hermione.
Hair back to normal.
Yes. Love it.
And
Looking great.
Is that it? Is that the last page?
I don't know. But there's Hermione. She looks great. She looks 14, just as she should.
Oh, there she is.
Rita in the jar.
Rita Skeeter. Beetlefied.
Loving it.
Hermione's hands look weird.
I love
like
that.
her thumb looks really long.
Maybe Hermione
Almost
has long thumbs.
I guess so. I don't know. It just looks kind of evil.
Hermione's pretty vindictive in doing this to
She
her.
is.
So
Hermione could have easily been a dark wizard. God help Harry if she was.
Well, that's what
would have
everyone
been over.
That's what everyone says. Like if Hermione had been bad, like Bellatrix would have to run for her money. Like have a run for her money on that one. Like, good thing Hermione's not evil.
Voldemort would have had some competition.
Yeah. I love that the little Rita has like the glasses markings and everything, just like she should. Rita Beetle. You know, Rita Skeeter is a play on the Beatles.
Yeah.
Love that. Rita the Beetle. And I believe...
Oh, just one more look at her.
One more look at Rita the Beetle.
close up.
Big lips. And glasses. Rita the Beetle.
Oh man, I love it.
Looks great. Looks great. And then we get back to the Kraken. Or the
giant
The
squid.
giant squid, not the Kraken.
Might as well be the Kraken.
And yeah,
That is the Goblet of Fire. That was
Ooh.
really creaky.
That was a very creaky close to the book, yeah. And there we go, just for everyone to see again. The happy Snape in the corner.
Happy to see Harry may die any
Yep.
second.
Yep. So, yeah, that was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, the illustrated edition.
Well,
There
you're
it
very
is.
welcome, Cherry. You're welcome, Maddie.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Matching the egg.
Yeah, right. Going for gold today. So good. So good.
I don't know if it's my favorite illustrated version overall, but I think it has some of my favorite images in it.
All right.
Like
Fair
the
enough.
Voldemort image, all of the Voldemort images are great.
Yeah.
And especially the Priory Incantatum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that whole scene in the cemetery, I see why. I think Jim Kay kind of skipped over some of the other illustrations so he could put more time into that because it was like every page was illustrated.
Yeah, that's true. Like from when they get to the graveyard through to where Harry comes back, like there are a lot of illustrations there. So you could see why he didn't do something for this or didn't do something for this because he packed it full at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which worked, but still very disappointed we didn't get that scene in the stairwell.
I know, the egg in the eye would have been so great. It would have been so great. But it's all right.
Oh, thank you, Carlos.
Oh, yes, thank you. Love all the Voldemort illustrations.
Yeah,
So,
see,
so
Anna,
much.
that's what I was thinking. I think I kind of like the fifth a little bit better overall. But I think this has my favorite illustration, the Priory Incantatum.
I think that's your favorite.
Priory Incantatum or the Baby Voldemort.
I think 5 might be my favorite too. I think overall, I think 5 is still my favorite.
I think the fact that Jim Kay kind of split up the work in 5 let him put more effort into his illustrations, and they just seem to stand out so much more in Order of the Phoenix.
5 is such a big book to illustrate.
Yeah.
I love all the images of the dragons too, though. Like all the dragon illustrations are so good. Oh, Goblet really is so good looking. All the illustrations are good, but yeah, that image of Voldemort doing the spell is just so good. And then the where he's rising out of the cauldron like that, I love that one so much.
The next live will be Thursday.
Yes.
Which, give me one. I guess I gotta check something before I say what we're gonna be doing.
Yeah, that's true.
I just have to see when this book is being released. I don't remember.
The 8th.
The 8th. Okay, so it won't be this next live stream. So we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do Thursday, but we'll figure something out. I mean, we could always look through one of the other illustrated books we have.
We could do that.
Or we could do some reading.
We could just do some reading. We could do a lot of different things.
So not 100% sure what's going to be going down, but the next live stream will be Thursday. And then the week after that, we get the illustrated copy of the Silmarillion.
Heck yeah. And we'll look at that and flip through that, and it'll be a fun time. I'm not 100% sure what time on Thursday.
Thursday live streams are almost always between 5 and 7, depending on when she gets out.
I don't think I work.
Okay, so it'll probably be... We'll just say 6.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and assume that it's going to be at 6? I mean, we'll make an announcement either way if it changes. But for now, let's say 6.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Bobans. You woke up, Bobans.
You would like the Moody portrait to hang? That would be pretty cool. Have a Moody portrait.
Just to hang on
Yeah.
the wall. What, not a Hieronymus Bosch?
No.
No, let the Bobans. Let the Bobans. She's the lolly Bobans.
That'll be amazing. Are you talking about the Silmarillion, Dan? Because I'm really excited for it, because the Silmarillion is illustrated by Tolkien. It is his drawings.
I'm
that he
super
worked out.
excited. There.
Yeah. Actually, it inspired me. I picked up the Silmarillion, and I started reading it, so I can actually know what the illustrations are and what's going on.
Hi, Katie. You finally made it.
Hey, Katie. And also, thank you for joining us, Cherry. Glad you enjoyed.
Yes. Glad you're enjoying our stuff. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye. Oh, I ruined it. Damn it. Bye-bye. But yeah, that was, what a thing. You know, I'm looking at this. I wonder if that's supposed to represent the 3 of... I mean, I know it's supposed to be, like, the 3 champions, but I wonder if that's supposed to be, like, the 3 of Cups as well. As in tarot.
Oh, maybe. You would know better.
I mean, it kind of looks like it.
So just as a little sneak peek, here's the Amazon look at the illustrated edition. Like, right, there's Melkor. And the sun that I illustrated. So, yeah.
I mean, that's
I'm
not Melkor, but okay.
That isn't?
No.
That's not Morgoth?
No.
I thought he's the mountain.
It's the Hall of Manwë. It's
it says right there, yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. But it looked okay.
Well, all right, you tried.
I tried.
It's okay. You tried.
This Sirion, the Veil of Sirion.
It's very pretty. Plus more illustrations to come.
This is what I'm excited about, like the maps that come with it.
So you can see where everything is.
Yeah. Might have to get a frame for these, honestly.
I mean,
and put them up.
Right? Doriath.
So yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be what we do next time. Before we close out, let me go to the bathroom real quick.
All right, do you want to just close out?
All right, well,
I'm pretty much done.
Yeah, I don't know if I really have anything else to add. I don't know if anyone has said anything.
Oh, yeah, I covered that up, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. It is pretty much the end, but it is nice that you at least popped in, at least to say hi.
Next Lord of the Rings watching. Probably not this Friday. Just because we wouldn't be able to get on until like 10, 11 o'clock, and we would be up till 3 in the morning. So not this Friday, but next Friday.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to start watching like a 3.5 hour movie at 10 p.m. I know that sounds like I'm old.
We're at that age. We can't start a movie now. It's 8 p.m.
Yeah. Yep. That is our age. That is us now.
But yeah. So I'm excited for the Lord of the Rings content. And
me too.
like I said, I'm I just started reading the Silmarillion, so I can actually talk about the book when we get the illustrated copy. And I'm not just like, that's pretty. Ooh, I like those colors. That thing looks nice.
That thing looks nice. Oh. But yeah, I don't. Order of the Phoenix, I think, is definitely still my favorite, and I think it would have to be between 3 and 4 for a second favorite. I might like 3 more overall than 4.
See, I would put 4 over 3.
I don't know.
I forgot how good 4 was.
I have to think about it.
Of course, 3 and 4 I never looked through.
Yeah.
So this was kind of like the first time. You showed me the Voldemort image, and that was like the only thing I really got that I knew from this.
Yeah, I think I have to, I don't know. I just don't know.
They're all great. Buy them all. Buy 2.
Right. I mean, yeah, definitely. If you see this anywhere, pick it up. That's for sure.
Yeah, especially now, because I think Walmart had it for like $20 or something now.
Yeah, in the U.S., Walmart has these for like $20-$25 a piece.
But yeah, the mirror and Voldemort from the first 2. Yeah, the Voldemort peeking from underneath Quirrell's turban was pretty great.
Pretty awesome. Yeah.
I loved that.
Oh yeah.
And the mirror was good too, but I think the Quirrell, the back of the head with Voldemort peeking through was probably my favorite in that book.
Yeah, I think I'll come up with a ranking, but I gotta think about it. I gotta think about it more. I don't know.
Well, you have until next stream. We can open with that.
Okay. All right.
Your final verdict.
Which ones I like the most?
Yes. What is the best illustrated edition?
Oh, geez, pressure.
By Jim K.
Pressure. Okay. Pressure.
No pressure. Just, it'll be on the internet forever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that whole thing I did about the origins of the creation story in the Silmarillion, that's on the internet forever. So
That is.
And it is very silly.
It was great. But on that note, thank you all for joining us.
Yes.
It's been great. We'll be back Thursday with another live stream. Hopefully there'll be a couple videos up before then. We're working on a full in-depth review of The Rise of the Dragon. And also the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde audiobook will be up too in the next few days.
Yes, that is pretty much almost ready to roll.
And probably the next couple chapters of Pride and Prejudice.
Yes, because, we are still doing that. We have not forgotten about it.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Yes.
Hope you all have a fantastic day, night, whatever time it is. And we'll see you then.
Au revoir, everyone.